Good day, everyone. Alice here from Safi Financial Network. Today is February 8th, 2023. Here is the daily analysis, and as usual, we are starting with S&P 500 daily chart. So, market had a down tick today. Market just came off the high here all the way and closed up at 41.21, which is kind of like a good decent sell-off. However, volume still is not overwhelming. Volume was 75 million for S&P 500 and for SPY, which is S&P 500 ETF, and it was okay volume. It's not a high reversal volume, and we just need to see how market is gonna unfold. But the one that I want to show you here is pretty interesting. So we are kind of like see the symmetry, especially in Nasdaq when I refer to Nasdaq, but in S&P 500 as well. So here is the April high, which is going kind of like 10 months ago, April 2022, and market just had like a sell-off and then coming back up with a pop, and everyone is saying this is nice and morning star, and market just followed through with the downside. And right now, I'm seeing the same scenario here. So market just went down, and yesterday was a pop to the upside, giving us lower high, and today we had a reversal to the downside. However, we are not seeing any confirmation of this bottom. So if we take out this pivotal point, then it's going to be ugly for the market. At least we are going to go down to test this level around 4,050, and then the very very important level is going to be 39.95, which is very important level. All the moving averages are converging to the upside, so momentum is shifting to the upside. It's kind of like a consolidation phase. However, I'm looking for a March pivotal point. What do I mean by pivotal point? So I mean like we should see a March low for 2023 based on my cycles. And I'm not sure if this low is going to be here, here, or there, but if you go back 2 years ago, 3 years ago, here is the top of the market prior COVID crash in February 19. But look what happened after that. Just a month after, March 20th, was the bottom of the market for COVID crash. So after just a month, market went down 35%, and that was a very, very ugly sell-off if you were in the market. But I wouldn't say we are gonna see the same thing. I just want to say it doesn't matter if you're at the top here. Probably a month from now, we will see the index somewhere around here or here. So you shouldn't be surprised because everything can change quickly. Just imagine if Russia or Ukraine geopolitical issues or any like a new tension in China, Taiwan, and I don't know. No one knows what would be the news, but the chart is giving me that we are getting close to kind of like a topping formation. I was waiting for the topping formation here, but right now we are at here. So probably the March low would be very, very nice bottoming opportunity. And today we had seen a very, very weakness in lots of different sectors that we are getting to that one. Moving on to the hourly chart for the intraday price action. So intraday price action, we are just closing below this trend line, and this trend line is kind of like a very, very important, I would say, something like this. So it's going to be very, very important trend line for the short term. We will see if we get again close below 4100 based on the early chart, which is kind of like this resistance, previous resistance. Now it has been back tested here, and market went up. If it goes another time to the downside, and probably we are just forming a weakness like three lower high, consecutive three lower high, and we are just getting there for another third time, I would say. So that's going to be weakness, and probably market just to start ugly sell-off, I should say, and it's coming down to one of these levels. So we will see how it goes next days. Moving on to different sectors, let's start with VIX as usual. So VIX had a nice pop today, still below this trend line. So if you just go and draw a trend line here, so you will see VIX is kind of like just a touch to this trend line, piercing through and then coming back down. So we will see how it goes, but if it gets above this trend line, so that's going to be very, very nice spike. I would say it's getting ready for another spike probably tomorrow, and or I would say like next days. Tomorrow is going to be Thursday and Friday. So probably this week or early next week we'll see another like a rally for VIX to the upside. The ultimate level is here as I shown here. Dixie dollar index just had a pop. Very, very nice bullish consolidation. I would say Dixie is getting ready for another pop to point A, which is 106 to 107. So that's going to be very, very nice. A target, a short-term target after a correction. Probably this is going to be ABC zigzag up within this downside move to getting ready for another sell-off for the Dixie. But Dixie can have a nice rally through the months of April as well. So just be careful on that one. Apple is the next one. Apple had ugly sell-off today, however, still consolidating, but I think Apple is kind of like a topped up. 151.92 cents sitting, and Apple just after market and went up just a bit, but it's not a big deal at all. Amazon just a downside to get 2% downside, $2.06 down. Amazon topped up early, like just in last week. Amazon topped up Thursday, and it came all the way down to here. So probably Amazon is getting back to 91 level. So that's what my calculation forms. Meta 4% downside. This is not a good pattern at all for bulls. This is kind of like a weak pattern. And I would say this is kind of like getting ugly if we get into this gap, because it's going to just fill up this gap all the way coming to here, which is coming to our level for another buying opportunity. Microsoft topped up crazy. Look at that. So market just went all the way up, gapped up there, going up to the high is 276.76. Look at the number. And then just sell off, ugly sell off, and ended up negative today. So Microsoft topped up. I believe if Microsoft cannot hold this area, which is a 256, which I don't think it's going to hold, probably Microsoft in March low we will see there. So it's going to be just box there. It's waiting for Microsoft. If it gets there, we will be all in. Google, very, very sharp sell-off today. So just Google came all the way down to test this trend line. If it doesn't hold tomorrow, ugly sell-off, I think it's going to be broad-based for the market. Just Microsoft, Google, those names are very, very weak. And Facebook, just look at that. Here's the Facebook, here's the Microsoft, here's the Google. And these three names, if these three names are following through with another sell-off tomorrow or on Friday, that's going to be ugly for the market. Netflix had a positive day today, so Netflix is still bullish consolidation is forming, but this is a gigantic supply area which Netflix needs to deal with. So we just leave it that on that one. Tesla had a good day today. So Tesla popped another $4.48. Tesla is sitting at 200 now. Remember, we bought Tesla at 109 and pretty nice, I would say, signal, and I just got out of the market. Tesla had a substantial move, almost 100% off the low. So this stock is getting very, very overbought. Long in the tooth, probably a pullback to this area would be great buying opportunity. So Tesla can have a very, very nice positive day and year as well. So SMH, semiconductors, weak. $4.94 down, 1.96% down. So SMH is getting close to have like failed this bullish consolidation. If it take out this pivotal point, probably SMH is coming down here. Then if it goes to nice head and shoulder, probably we will see SMH here. So we'll see how it goes. SOXX, the same pattern, is coming down. $9.30 down. TSM just 27 cents. TSM is just showing consolidation. It's not that bad like the other ones. AMD just had a very nice shooting star. I'm not sure if this is the beginning of the sell-off coming all the way down to here, or this is just a consolidation. We'll see. NVDA was a powerhouse, but it's kind of like the same price action like Microsoft. Very nice sharp rally to the upside. Nicely broken up this trend line, or I should say neckline, but probably NVIDIA, if it gets a sell signal, I think NVIDIA is coming back down to this level. So we will see. We will see how it goes, but we just wait and see how stocks are coming back to our level, and we will be buyer. Texas Instrument coming down sharply, like Texas Instrument failed this neckline. So this is one of the warning sign in the semiconductor area. If I want to say Texas Instrument is the first, failed the pattern, neckline is not valid anymore. Texas Instrument brutally sell off to the downside, taking out this pivotal point. Texas Instrument is coming back to 152 to 160. So probably $20, $25 downside target still is intact. We'll see how it goes. Lam Research. Price action is good, but again, this sector is getting kind of like a choppy and a sloppy. Lam Research, the ultimate target I have, the first one is here, the ultimate is here, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We are not forecasting again. We are just getting close to the March pivotal point and see how it goes. Moving on to Nasdaq. So this is a Nasdaq daily chart. Nasdaq is sloping down. So when we have a consolidation with MACD very, very stretched and overbought, RSI is coming back down. Divergence in a stochastic momentum. Seems like topping formation is getting ready for a sell-off. And look at that. So Nasdaq is very, very symmetrical by any way that you want to slice it and dice it. Here is 3 days pullback, one nice upside target to this trend line, and then follow through with another sell-off, and then look what happened after that. So here's another thing. We are seeing a nice pop yesterday, but today we didn't have follow through. So we are coming back down. If we have a pop tomorrow and we are getting again another lower high, again, that's going to be a consolidation. We can't say anything, but I think this is very, very overbought, very stretched. And if it gets a sell-off, I would say it doesn't respect this trend line. Probably just a hiccup to the bounce, but ultimately, Nasdaq is going to see one of these targets. I am in short position. Nasdaq is very, very nicely. We are in a short position, and yesterday we were just under pressure, but right now we are okay. And we will see tomorrow, but I believe this position, this short position, if it gets triggered, that's going to be very, very paid off. So we'll see how it goes. Going to the hourly chart shows me exactly the same thing. So we are getting back to the pivotal point. And remember, we had this situation before. Federal Reserve just to spike up, we get back to this one. We got nominal high, and look what ended for the Nasdaq, ended up down. So we had again kind of like a formation of, let me just continue this. We just broken up this trend line to the downside, and we are getting close again to this area without making higher high. So this is a lower high, and when we are seeing a lower high coming back to the support area, means this area is getting kind of like a used, and probably getting ready for broken to the downside, especially when we see these two are coming together. And if it breaks down to the downside, that's going to be very, very ugly sell-off, probably one of these levels. So we'll see how it goes, but this is not strong pattern at all for now. So moving on to the Dow Jones, let's move on to the daily chart. So Dow Jones, we got a positive day yesterday, but today we had just a downtick. Very, very, I would say a low volume downtick. We are above this triangle, but this triangle needs to trigger above this pivotal point. So we didn't get above this pivotal point, and right now we are just consolidating. Again, this triangle probably change the dynamics, something like this. I don't know. But again, trading in triangle is very, very difficult. It's always tough to trade triangle. So when I have this level, I would wait. This one is coming down to here, then I will be all in. So that's my style, that's my strategy, and I'm kind of like staying on the side and being patient for that one. 4 hours chart, nice hammer last 4 hours chart, but still it's kind of range. It doesn't do anything. This is a nice kind of negative divergence to the downside, and probably if we take out this pivotal point here, look at that. So if we take out this pivotal point, it's coming back down here. So 32 to 33,000, that's going to be a nice solid pivotal point for the Dow Jones as well. Okay, I think I wrapped up everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart tomorrow. Bye bye.